Welcome back to your new favorite roofing channel. This is Rome Bailey. So today I want to discuss chimney caps. So when does a chimney cap need to be replaced? Because a lot of people think, hey, my roof's getting replaced. Is it time to just go ahead and get a chimney cap replaced? Well, there's a couple factors that play into that. There's two main reasons why you would want to get your chimney cap replaced. Number one, for a long period of time, it can start to rust once that paint kind of wears off. So if it gets to a point where the metal's thinning out because it's so corroded from the rust, and it's not something you can sand and paint and extend the life of, that's one of the reasons why you probably want to get it replaced. The second reason why you'd want to get it replaced is if the metal has gone from being convex to concave. So I'll throw up a couple pictures to show you exactly what I mean by that. But the way a chimney cap is placed on the chimney, there's a flue pipe that comes up, which is where all your smoke comes out. So around the flue cap, there's a drip cap that goes on top, which protects it from getting back inside the flue. And there's also a rain collar that goes around the base, as you'll see in the picture as well. The way the chimney cap is positioned on top is it actually runs at a slight angle inwards towards the flue pipe. So that way when the rain hits it, it actually just runs right off. But in some cases over time, or in some cases where it actually gets impacted by something, that metal bends in and is now concave, and now it's ponding water. You don't want it to pond water, because once it pond waters, as you can imagine, that's where the leaks are going to slowly start to occur. Because even if it's sealed around the flue pipe, if it's standing water, it's going to eventually seep through, and that's where you start to hear the drips inside of your chimney, and that's usually an indication that that chimney cap needs to go ahead and get replaced. One other thing I did want to go over in this video is the different kinds of chimney caps, because you're going to see a few different kinds and a few different applications where not all chimney caps are the same. So depending on how it's built out, a lot of them you have a chimney cap as your most common, and then there's also something called a chimney shroud. The shroud is where you have the metal casing that essentially goes above the chimney cap to have a nice finished look on top. There's also a lot of chimneys that are made out of concrete, and they're poured all the way to the top, and you just have these clay pipes that run all the way down. If that's the case, then I'll throw up a picture of another kind of chimney cap where you're really just adding something that protects from pests and birds and animals getting in there, and also of course that water from protruding and getting inside that chimney cap to where it's getting inside the home. One thing I didn't want to forget about is take a look at your chimney caps whenever you're getting your roof replaced. A lot of the time they don't need to be replaced, but the color's starting to fade on there, the paint's starting to wear off. And what I recommend doing is talking to a couple painters, getting a couple different quotes, having them go up there and actually reseal it and then paint it with the appropriate prime and paint. Because what you don't want to do is have a roofing company go up there when they're reinstalling a roof and just take a couple cans of spray paint to it. The stuff they put on the pipe boots and exhaust vents is not going to do you justice on the chimney cap, and that stuff's going to fade just after a few years. You really want a company that is rehearsed and knows the appropriate paint. That way when they actually do the job and add it to the metal chimney cap, it's greatly extending the life of it. So I hope this video was super informative when you're thinking about, is it time for me to replace the chimney cap, or is it something I should just get painted? Thanks for watching, guys.